Aloha, and thank you for coming today. My name is Layla, and I will be sharing information with you about Heartist Campaign 1, I Feel Welcome. This is going to be a fun and important conversation because we're visiting an important part of the Heartist journey. Today, our discerning luxury guests seek more than just a good product or convenience when traveling. They are seeking enriching, memorable experiences. Our new Heartist culture is designed to meet the needs of our valued, savvy guests worldwide. Do you remember Heartist Campaign 1, I Feel Welcome? We must ask ourselves, what does it mean when we say we want our guests to feel welcome? At Fairmont Orchid, we want our guests to feel welcome, meaning they feel exactly where they're meant to be. To accomplish this exciting challenge, we need to keep our DNA in mind. Our why is our common purpose. We connect hearts all around the world. Our who is our identity. At Accor Hotels, we are Heartists. Our what is what we deliver. We make the world a more welcoming place, and our how is how we deliver it. We place people at the heart of everything we do. Let's focus on our what and our how. How can we make the world and our hotel a more welcoming place moment after moment? How can we put the people at the heart of everything we do? What will it take to become the best Heartist we can be? To place people at the heart of everything we do, we need to go beyond our stellar quality by placing our focus on guest relationships. This means ensuring our service uses a personal touch to ensure we're treating every guest like the unique individual they are. Let's see how well we are doing in that area. If we compare LQA and EI scores in recent audits, we may find a downward trend for key standards that surround anticipation, guest name usage, and personalization. Trust You survey comments show us that we are in need of bringing our colleagues towards the top of the Heartist model rather than staying at the process or style levels. If you recall from the campaign, there was a scenario of a guest in a bakery. In the example, the transaction left the guest feeling disappointed because it was a process level. Everything the colleague did and said was built upon process, which refers to the daily ins and outs of performing the job. Process should be in the background rather than the forefront of what we do. While process is essential to ensure quality and consistency, our brands excel at personalizing the way we interact with our guests. That brings us to the next building block of the Heartist model. Style makes the interaction feel more personal, while allowing underlying process to take care of the rest. Taking an extra moment to connect with each guest while providing a given service can make all the difference, as it lets them experience firsthand what our brand is all about. That brings us to the final piece of the Heartist model, the Heartist level itself. When we are a Heartist, we create experiences that are unexpected. We cultivate ways to emotionally connect with our guests using our creativity and passion. Because of our artistic behaviors, guests don't feel as they're being taken through a dull, unemotional process, even though process is still there, running behind the scenes. They feel welcome. Let's briefly revisit the mood model. Satisfaction commonly breaks down in different ways, from entirely dissatisfied to extremely satisfied guests. 40%, as you can see, of our guests are neither satisfied or unsatisfied with their overall experience. Once we start to regularly access the Heartist level of the Heartist model, we have an opportunity to bring more of those neutral guests to the right side of the mood model, allowing them to leave the hotel feeling satisfied or extremely satisfied with their visit. So how are we going to get there? We will place our poster, shown here, by a high traffic area for the colleagues to see. On the left side, a series of positive guest feedback regarding staff and service will be placed to inspire our colleagues. On the right side of the poster, a mirror will be there, encouraging our colleagues as they pass the poster to look in the reflection and be reminded that they are on stage at work. And what they do and say at work is a chance to turn a single moment into a memory. Next, we would like to challenge our teams to think on their feet by sharing real-life guest scenarios pulled from our scores, and one, identify where the guest is in the mood model at the time the score was created, and two, craft an opportunity using Heartistry skills to have this guest departing on the right side of the mood model. Additionally, this video can be cut down and used as a training piece at new hire orientation and is suggested for you to bring to your monthly meeting so your colleagues can have a refresher. Thank you for listening. Mahalo.